Please join me in giving a round of applause to our honorees as they walk in, being escorted by Assistant Marshal Dr. Frank and Dr. Avila Hendricks. I believe they've all entered the auditorium, so thank you.
Please remain standing for the posting of colors, singing of the Star Spangled Banner, followed by the Negro National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Please be seated. We will now have greetings from Ms. Kenesha Gransberry, President of the SGA, followed by the Honorable Marvin Tier, Class of 1985, President of the Board of Curators. He'll be followed by Kevin Rome, Sr., the 19th President of Lincoln University. Receive them well.
Good morning, students, faculty, staff, alumni, and guests. On behalf of the 81st General Assembly of the Student Government Association, I would like to congratulate each student being recognized today for your many accomplishments this school year. Thank you for setting the example for your fellow peers that aspire to be in your seats one day. Again, I am Kenesha Gransberry, the 81st Student Government Association President. Thank you.
Good morning. Dr. Rome, fellow curators, distinguished faculty, honorees, one and all, family and friends. On behalf of the Lincoln University Board of Curators, I humbly bring you greetings. You know, the word honor calls to mind to do honor to show respect for. Words like glory, renown, fame earned, dignity, victory, triumph, most importantly, excellence. Those are just a few of the ways that we try to describe those accomplishments that we've worked so hard to some way signify. My father taught me a poem when I was really young, words of the great laureate Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. He said from a poem of his, "The heights of great men," and I paraphrase, "and women, reached and kept, were not attained by sudden flight, but those while their companions had slept, they were toiling upward through the night." You've worked hard, and now you're going to be honored for all of that diligent work. The only thing I can possibly kind of advice to give, I wouldn't know what to say to you, but I looked around, and the great industrialist, Benjamin Franklin Fairless, once said, "What is the recipe for successful achievement?" To my mind, there are just 4 essential ingredients. 1, choose a career that you love. 2, give it the best there is in you. 3, seize your opportunities. And 4, always be a member of the team. To all of our honorees, you've earned it. I hope your families take you out for dinner and celebrate with you. Don't let it stop here. Continue on. God bless you, and congratulations for a job very well done.
Good morning. It's definitely a pleasure to stand before you again. I bring greetings from the university, and we thank all of you for being here today. To our faculty, thank you for teaching, inspiring, mentoring, motivating, and assisting our students to get here today. And let's please give them a round of applause. To our students, thanks for taking heed and listening and following and hopefully striving to one day be professors at Lincoln University or other places. I was serious. And congratulations. I have the honor to introduce our speaker today. For over 18 years, Gary has served Cole County citizens in several different capacities. Currently serving as the Patrol Division Commander, Lieutenant of the Cole County Sheriff's Department. He is charged with administrative duties and developing policies that ensure the safety and security of Cole County. His responsibilities include budget and planning, policy development, and implementation, supervision, and direction of deputy functions. and utilizing critical thinking skills that you learned at Lincoln University. This position has provided him with advanced and effective administrative and managerial knowledge. He believes in playing an active role in the community in which he serves. His instructor positions have afforded him the opportunity to train and educate future law enforcement professionals. His involvement in communities and in boards on state, local, and federal levels has allowed him to network, exchange ideas, and gain knowledge from colleagues and constituents. Mr. Hill graduated from the FBI National Academy in 2009, from the University of Virginia, Quantico, Virginia. He received a Master's of Science in Criminal Justice Administration in 2006 from Columbia College in Columbia, Missouri, and your most important degree, a Bachelor's of Science degree in Criminal Justice in 2001 from Lincoln University, Jefferson City, Missouri. Gary has been married to his best friend, Candy Hill, for 8 years. Together they have 2 lovely daughters, Gabriella Grace and Amani, and 1 son, I'm sure he's handsome, Stephen Anthony. They also have a German Shepherd named Sophie and a Husky named Onyx. Gary has been a resident of Jefferson City since 1992. He and his family are Christians that attend First Assembly of God Church. Gary has been a deputy with Cole County Sheriff's Office since 1998. Please help me in welcoming Gary Hill to the podium.
I want to truly thank you all for having me to be able to speak to you all here today. It is truly, truly an honor. I'm glad that I'm here to be able to celebrate your day, that you're being recognized for your achievements, for putting in the work and doing it every day. I stand here before you all with my own success story from Lincoln University. It's a short one, won't keep you here long. But it's because of students like you who are being recognized for your achievements in academics that I'm able to be here and tell you all the story. I was a military kid. Both my parents, my mom and dad, were in the military at the same time. So we moved around a lot. Went to a different school just about every year of my life. So I had to get real good at making friends, losing friends, making them again. But what I come to find out during that time, well, it was really easy to make friends when you're part of a team. So instead of focusing on academics, I focused on athleticism. Focused on football, wrestling, track. Those were my 3 favorites. Come to find out, when you're an athlete and you're good at those type of things, friends come easy. People want to be around you. They want to share in some of your success and the things that you do. What I also didn't realize at that time was that athletics wasn't the only thing that I should have been focused on. As I went on through my high school career, I focused more on smashing people on a wrestling mat, scoring touchdowns, and making sure I had the fastest time on the hurdles, the 110s and the 300 and the 4x1. That's what I was good at. That came easy to me. What didn't come easy to me was what you all do every day and what you're being recognized for. So upon graduation, I was thinking to myself that this time I was living in Muskogee, Oklahoma. I was hoping to be able to go and play football for OU. Thought I was that good. Some other people thought I was that good. There's just one little hang-up. At that point in time, I wasn't smart enough to realize the disservice that I had done myself by not getting my education through high school. So there's a couple of things in everyone's life that they're always ashamed of, and mine in high school was my education. I took my ACT, knowing that all I had to do was get a certain score to be able to go and play football and continue on the way that I've been going. My ACT score I'm not very proud of. The highest I could get was a 16. I'm actually embarrassed, and I've always been embarrassed, but I have no problem with telling people that because I want people to know where I come from and who I am. So after taking the ACT 3 times, the highest score I could get was a 16. The coaches and recruiters from other colleges and things told me, hey, with a 16, sir, that's not going to work. You're going to have to find other means and other options to be able to continue a college career, or to have a college career, I should say. So, devastated and distraught, I decided that I was going to go into the Marine Corps. I need discipline, and I kind of like that kind of structure. My grandparents, who I was staying with at the time, invited the recruiters over to my residence, and we talked, and it must have been God. He must have been hearing the conversation that we were having in our living room. My grandfather's sister called. She just happened to be working here at Lincoln University. Also had an aunt who was here at Lincoln University at the time. And they said, tell him, don't enlist. Come up here to Lincoln University. We'll take care of him. We'll get him enrolled in classes. And we'll help him start a college career. But let him know one thing. Lincoln University does not have a football team at this time. They don't have a wrestling team. But they do have an outstanding, world-renowned track team. So I said, okay. I made my way up here to Lincoln University in 1992. Before I registered for any of my classes, I went and talked to the coach because I was going to run track, because that's what I've been doing. It was easy for me. What I didn't realize was in college, hurdles are a lot higher than they are in high school. Many of you might not know this, but I'm only 5'9". I know I look tall up here, but I'm only 5'9". The high hurdles came up to my chest, and the 300, well, actually now there were 400-meter hurdles, were just a little bit lower. So I decided that, that's not going to work out for me, and it wouldn't be conducive to my health if I tried to run track and do the hurdles, because that's what I went to state for. So I enrolled into my classes. Once again, that ACT score started haunting me again. Come to find out, I had to take another test to determine whether or not I was capable of doing college work. So at that time, in 1992, Lincoln University, and they still do today, but things are a little bit different, had some classes, they were called DS courses. And you guys know how college students are, especially young ones at that time. You are talking about your classes. Hey, what classes do you have? College students can be mean. So I said, I have DS 100. Oh, you have the dumb and stupid courses. No, they're not dumb and stupid courses. They're developmental study courses. That was the name of those courses back then. Once again, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed because I didn't take my education serious, and now here I am being teased for it. I thank God for those developmental study courses at Lincoln University. They got me to where I am right now. I look up to people like you, especially during that time where I first enrolled and after the first semester. You all inspired me. I wanted to be the student that got all the academic awards and whatnot, not just because I was a good athlete, but I wanted it because of the work that you guys put in every day to be where you are. The problem was at that time I still didn't want to put in the work. I'm sure there's some of you all sitting here right now who were breezing through college work, quite frankly, because you're probably geniuses. Unfortunately, at that time, I was not. After about 3 semesters, I flunked out of Lincoln University. To compound the problems that I had a child on the way as well. So here I am, kicked out of university, made some bad decisions, and now I have a child on my way. The worst feeling in the world is knowing that you don't have your life together, and now you have a child, a baby depending on you, and you don't even have your life together. It's the worst feeling in the world. And now at that time, all I could think about was my child and how I could get back into Lincoln University. Funny how when you hit rock bottom, you become real focused on what's really important. So after about 3.5 years of working at a fast food restaurant, local warehouse, I was able to save enough money to take some classes. When you flunk out of the university, you get no financial aid, you can't apply for scholarships. All the classes that you take have to come out of your pocket. You have to pay for them. Didn't know that. But it makes you real focused when that money's coming directly out of your pocket and not mom, dad's, or somebody else's. So I passed all the classes that I took that I paid for out of my pocket. Now I was eligible to apply for financial aid. And now I had to write that letter to beg the university to reinstate me to take classes full time. I was reinstated back into Lincoln University in 1997 as a full-time student. Now I was focused. And now I, like you, am ready to put in the work. I was able to graduate from Lincoln University in 2001 with my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And sadly, my GPA was nowhere near close to being that of an honor student. So be proud of your GPA. But it was because of honor students like you that I was able to take advantage of being able to get my degree from Lincoln University. And you're probably thinking, how is that possible? Well, while I was in school here at Lincoln University, I took advantage of the student support services still. Inside the student support services, there were a bunch of students just like you all who are honor students. And some of you may not have been honor students. Some of them may have just been people who were just good at math, language arts, biology. I had a student help me for just about every class with the exception of my criminal justice courses to get me to where I am. So see, honor students to me hold a special place in my heart. The honor students at that time took the time to throw the rope back over the wall and help someone else like me who didn't take education serious in high school. So you may be humble and think that to be an honor student is no big deal, but it is to me. Let me tell you what my experience with honor students at LU has done for me. My first promotion from deputy to sergeant was because of my degree from Lincoln University. My degree from Lincoln University enabled me to enroll into my graduate program. I graduated with a 3.2. I wanted a 4.0. I just didn't make the cut. But it wasn't from not putting in the work and not giving it all I had. My degree from Lincoln University enabled me to be a candidate and later accepted into the FBI National Academy. This is one of my greatest achievements. The FBI National Academy graduates make up less than 1% of the country's law enforcement officers. We are all handpicked by our departments and the area special agents who live here in Jefferson City, along with 250 other officers from the United States and around the world. We completed a 10-week course at the FBI Training Academy located inside the Marine Corps base in Quantico, Virginia. The courses include instruction in law, behavior science, forensic science, understanding terrorism and terrorist mindsets, leadership development, communication, and health and fitness. And again, all this was made possible because I was tutored by honor students such as yourself. Now I stand before you with the possibility of becoming Missouri's first African-American sheriff ever. And it's all because it's all because of students like you that excelled in academics and took a little time out of their day to help someone like me who in the beginning didn't make education a priority. So I thank you for being the academic role models of our beloved university. During my course, in my career in college, I come to find out that you need 3 things in order to be successful in college. The first one is tenacity. Going after what you want and achieving your goals by any means necessary within the confines of the law and the student handbook. Ingenuity, creating your own future, doing what it takes to put yourself in a position to get your education so that preparation meets opportunity. Agility, being able to adjust for your educational needs and making the adjustments in order to keep your family and your support systems intact. Be flexible. Don't be a one-trick pony. Be able to do other things. Many of you I don't know, but what I do know is most of you all have already figured this out because you guys are sitting here right now. I have only one request as I leave here today, and that is this. Use your powers for good. Help other students if you can. You never know, the next person you help someday may be the next sheriff, governor, or even the United States of America. So I leave you with this motivational statement by Alberto Casey. And it states this: when you find yourself in a position to help someone, be happy and feel blessed because God is answering that person's prayer through you. Remember, our purpose on earth is not to get lost in the dark, but to be the light to others so they may find their way through us. Congratulations on your achievements. You have accomplished something that you will thank yourself in the future for. I wish you all the well and the best on all your future endeavors. Thank you. Thank you.